Another thing you have to deal with when you're a father is unusual and vague requests. Um, as I was heading down to the lab, my daughter stopped me. She said, "Dad, when it's 7, because we keep the kids off of screens until 7, when it's 7, I want to watch that movie with the bunny and the fox." I am guessing that there have been somewhere north of 3 million different movies that have a bunny and a fox as characters. And there's no limiting that to just movies. It may very well be that she's referring to a show or a series or who knows, any number of things, but with a fox and a bunny. And I'm sure she knows exactly what one she wants, but is unable to communicate that in a way that necessarily means anything to me. So that's what I'm going to return to, is trying to glean a little bit more information, like trying to work a contact for information about the whereabouts of some missing person. I'm going ahead and shooting my nightly recap here, the Dad's Day recap, early tonight, mostly because 2 of the 3 kids have curled up in various places and gone to sleep. We've had miscellaneous complaints about illness, stomachs, headaches, whatever. School has just started. This is the first full week of school after the holidays, and I'm afraid that somebody has brought something home. Now it's a question of who is going to get it and how severe it's going to be. What else have I discovered today? Another interesting mystery was I went in to feed the goldfish. The goldfish are not something that we bought to put in a tank, but to keep the mosquitoes out of the pond that my daughter started building last summer. And I expanded on a little bit in the backyard. So the goldfish will keep the mosquito larvae down, which means that we don't have a whole lot of extra mosquitoes. Not that it matters much, because there's plenty of standing water around here. But the goldfish would not have survived a winter here in the pond. It wasn't large enough to keep from freezing all the way down to the bottom. So I brought them inside, and I went to check on them. Turned the light on. They're there. They're terrified of people. They learned that big objects mean danger, which is good when you're living outside in a small pond. We will have raccoons and various and sundry predatory birds and what have you that will show up and try and peck off the goldfish. So they're terrified of me, for good reason. Well, they were darting around, whatever. But then I went ahead and put a little bit of food in there, but the food just stayed there. I was like, what's going on? That shouldn't happen. The food should be swirling around. Well, the pump was not operational. I have it such that it doesn't make it much noise. It dumps the water right at the water level, so there's not a lot of splashing, but it keeps it circulating and gives plenty of filtering and oxygen for the fishes. That wasn't working. Well, many years in IT have taught me that the first thing you check is the simplest. Is it plugged in? No, it is not plugged in. And the culprit appears to have been the vacuum cleaner, which was also right there, not particularly situated. Someone had gone to the trouble of unplugging the fish tank so that they could vacuum, even though there were 2 plugs available, and didn't bother to replace it, even though the vacuuming never happened. So that was my big repair for the day. Glad that was easy. As far as videos go, today I shot a little bit of the dog. I may try and stick a bit of that in. I don't know. I kind of like being able to just upload these without cutting them and splicing things in. Maybe I'll put it at the end. But because others in the family are not diligent about keeping the dog from begging at the table, the dog has finally given up and is now just whining when we don't give the dog food from our plates at lunch. It was quite a scene. I didn't catch the best of it, but I got a little bit of it. We'll see if any of that makes it on here. Otherwise, I'm still going to be splicing some headers and footers in. I hope to pick up the guitar tonight, see if I can't come up with a couple of chords and a strum pattern that I like, and see if I can record that audio-wise. I may have to bring it in here to do that, but we'll see. I guess that's it for tonight.